As if anybody did not know, there is, I think, for the first time in, somebody mentioned 62 years.
62 years, I believe.
A football strike after the beginning of the season. I think both teams have played 2 games, or all the teams have played 2 games, and they voted last Monday to go on strike against the owners. And since there's a lot of controversy, and we're not going to take sides one way or the other for the owners or for the players, but it occurred to us last night after the show, since we had invited Giorgio Frontieri, the owner of the Rams, to be here, to invite one of the younger players to come on the show and briefly just explain the players' side of the story. I don't know whether you know him. He's new. He's an offensive tackle for the Green Bay Packers, Mr. Chuck Donaldson. Would you welcome Chuck Donaldson? I am glad you could make it tonight.
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah. You know, a lot of folks probably don't know you because I just met you before the show. You are a rookie.
Yeah. In fact, I was really looking forward to this being my first season.
Yeah. Well, all the stuff that's in the papers now about the strike, why did you go on strike?
Well, we feel we should have a piece of the TV money, you know?
Yeah.
And we had to do something really dramatic just to get the owners to the table.
Yeah. A lot of the sports writers and the press are intimating that maybe because you're making those kind of demands, a big share of the TV pie, you might be alienating the fans.
Yeah, well, you know, we hope that they're going to have a lot of sympathy for us because we know they're going to be missing good football games. But at the same time, you know, we're missing our very livelihood, too, so...
Is it true what I read the other day, the average salary of a football player in the National League is about $96,000 on the average?
Yep, that's correct.
You know, see, now, the average person watching this show might think, hey, $96,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, but not compared to other sports, you know, and our career is a lot shorter.
Right. Well, that's true. They say the average life is about 4 years, I guess, in professional football.
Yeah.
What do you plan to do now during the strike?
Well, a lot of us guys are, you know, we keep on working out all the time, and we're staying in really good shape so that, you know, whenever we're ready to go back, it'll be okay, you know?
Yeah, because you don't know when it's going to end. I don't mean to offend you by this next question, but since we've never met, you're an offensive tackle for Green Bay.
Yeah.
You're a little on the thin side.
Yeah.
I mean, for a professional football player, right?
Well, I mean, you know, TV adds a lot of weight to you, you know that.
It does sometimes, motion pictures.
Yeah. And, you know, with the equipment that a football player has, I mean, it really adds up. We got our helmet, we got our big shoulder pads.
And that cage or mask.
We got our hip pads, we got our rib pads, our uniform pants are completely padded. I mean, it's like your thighs, your knees, the whole uniform just, you know, really makes you look big.
I just can't imagine that it would make that much difference in your appearance because you look like you weigh about... That is hard to believe.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just happened to bring my uniform tonight. So if you want me to suit up, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Would you mind?
Okay.
Sure.
All right, Chuck, I'll tell you what you do. Would you go... You can use this door. We have a changing area back there.
Okay.
Would you go back and slip into the uniform and see what the difference is? Chuck Donaldson.
I thought the same way. But it's you. I thought, geez, he's a tiny...
I went out for football when I was in high school. My senior year, I always wanted to play football. I weighed 145 pounds in high school. He doesn't look like he weighs much more than 105. And I went out, something like that, and I went out and played about 2 weeks and quit very quickly. How long do you think the strike is going to go on?
I don't know. What are we going to do Monday nights? What's going to happen to America?
They're putting on other programming. I think they're trying to get college football games. They are going to put on they're talking about Canadian football and stuff like that. Did you ever play football?
I played football at Boston College, yes.
I didn't know that. I've known you for 24 years.
And I played in the service. I was on the Marine Corps, football team in the Marine Corps.
Oh, yes, the Marine Gold Bricks. I remember that. Wonderful. Six men of iron.
I mentioned last night that it may go on cable. I read that in the paper yesterday. That it may...
We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it takes him to... Chuck Donaldson. Chuck, are you changed yet?
Yeah, I'm all ready, Mr. Carson.
We'll see what kind of a change the uniform will make in a professional football player. Come on out, Chuck. Really incredible. You're much taller. Good luck with the season, Chuck. Good luck. Thank you.
That is amazing.
What a difference a uniform makes. Okay. How many of you bought that up until then?